Hey guys, so while I was on that really long hiatus, I redid my bedroom and I thought a lot of people might want to see it, so I'm here today to give you a tour. Alright, so welcome to my humble abode full of bad lighting. Alright, so to start off with the entryway of my room, I have coat racks on the back of the door here where I just hang bags and jackets. I've got my full-length mirror that I can take outfit selfies in and stuff. And up top, I've got my signed Fleetwood Mac 45. It's signed by Mick Fleetwood. And unfortunately not Stevie Nicks, but it's one of my favorite songs, so that's kind of cool. And then also in here, we've got these little white shadow boxes that have cameras in them. They used to be hanging in a better part of my room before I renovated it, but they're still cool. And this part is pretty neat because it's a chalk wall. So the entire wall is painted with chalkboard paint. And so friends can come over. I actually drew all of this because I was in a bad mood one day and just started drawing. But yeah, so I can make murals. Friends can write on it. It's kind of cool. People can put their heights. So, and that is the entryway. Next we have my closet. So I actually hemmed these curtains myself. It's really tiny. I don't have a lot of space. I kind of desperately need a new wardrobe. But yeah, it's just got these weird mirrors on the drawers that I've had forever. Storage, all that kind of thing. So that's my closet. Not that cool, not a walk-in. The next area is my vanity. As you can see, more mirrors, lots of mirrors. So this is where I do my makeup and stuff and hair. I've got 1,000 irons that I rarely ever use. Way too many perfume bottles that I also have had forever. This dish is kind of neat. I actually fixed it myself. I dropped it 2 days after I got it, but I looked up, or I happened to just come across this thing called kintsugi. That's this Japanese art where you mend pottery with gold, but it's actually kind of toxic to do, so I just mixed gold paint with glue and fixed it. But yeah, so this is jewelry box. This is kind of neat because it's a box from Germany that my friend just brought me back. The stool is actually a secret compartment where I keep, actually a lot of letters from you guys are in there. And yeah, makeup and stuff in the drawers. My makeup is not well organized and I'm not very good at makeup. But that's that. And then the mirror with necklaces and stuff. And up here is kind of the coolest part. It's where I keep half of my Polaroids or so. I found they weren't sticking to the wall, and I actually used to do this in my old room with wallpaper too, but they were longer strings. Basically what I did was I tacked ribbon to the roof, like so, and then you just tape the Polaroids on the back. And I used to have to tape them to the wall because they're right by my bed, but they don't get disturbed much up here, so they just kind of hang, which is neat. So if you're looking for a storage solution for Polaroids, give it a go. You're welcome. Also, a couple cheer bows chilling up there. Not that exciting. The next area of my bedroom is the nightstand. Got the guitar chilling over here. Some Polaroids. One of me as a baby, or a 6-year-old, I guess, from 2001. And one of me from a couple months ago. Here we have some photo booth photos of me and some dumb friends, which are apparently not going to come into focus ever, so that's cool. Some notes from people, which are kind of nice. This is my iPod dock / alarm clock / radio. It's kind of cool because it looks like an old radio. Here we have multiple lamps because you can never have enough. I've got the lava lamp and a regular lamp. And then down here, I store my laptop and all of my bigger books that don't fit on my shelves, which are kind of cool. And then in here is the giant nightmare where everything that used to be in my desk went. So yikes, it looks gross in here. Yeah, so that's a thing. Sorry to make you all see that. So the next section of my room is my bed. The reason I renovated my bedroom was actually because I used to have a kid-sized bed up until very recently, and my parents decided it'd be a good idea to start preparing to eventually leave, so I should get an adult-sized bed because you can't sleep in a twin bed forever. So they volunteered to let me get this. It's just an old, it's not actually old, but it looks old, iron bed or whatever. It's right under my window, which is treated with curtains that I hemmed myself. Not half bad for somebody who cannot sew to save her life. My bedspread's I wanted something white but with texture, so it's white and ruffly, I guess. All matches. Blanket sticking out. Yeah, but on it I've got this Taylor Swift magnet that I got at a market thing. It says retribution will be swift. I've got a dream catcher that I actually got at the same market. Poster that has my city skyline on it, so if you recognize that, you know where I live, and that's not Seattle. I wish. I'm Canadian. Up above the bed I've got these little records that I got really cheap at like a record store. I guess they're 45s. They're also not going to come into focus. Oh, there we go. And I've got glow-in-the-dark stars on the roof too. I guess that's kind of part of the bed. And at the end of the bed we have some soft blankets that I've been collecting over past Christmases. I've also got point shoes hanging from back when I was a ballerina, aka like most of my childhood. And over here I've got a bathrobe just hanging out. You also may have noticed this entire wall is a photo wall. Actually, back before I redid my room, my entire room was kind of a photo wall. Like all of the room was checkerboarded with photos. You can kind of see it in some of the old like Polaroids and stuff, like there. But yeah, so now it's like this. And these aren't even all of my disposable camera photos. I have an album full of like rejects, I guess, and ones that just wouldn't fit. But yeah, so this is just like me doing dumb stuff with my friends. Cute. Also at the foot of my bed I have this little fake lambskin rug. It's not real lambskin because why would you want to kill adorable baby lambs? And also my light's right up here. It's like a weird flower ball. Kind of looks like a dandelion. So on the end of my bed I have my shelves. They're not really bookshelves. So this one has some mason jars that I painted in a painting kit, as well as a sombrero that I painted in Mexico a couple years ago. I think it's supposed to be an ashtray, but I filled it up with seashells and guitar picks and like random stuff. On this one I have some mix CDs and a plant and this bookend that instead of ending books has a bunch of like wristbands from festivals on it, and, like a weird picture. So that's one shelf. My bed's really squeaky. The next one is actual books. So I've just got a bunch of books on there. Got my diary. Oh, so sweet. As well as a little tiki I got in Hawaii. And on top I've got a dead plant that just died like the other day and I'm trying to nurse it back to health. I think there might be some hope. And a living cactus. And I've got these little candles. So that's fine. I think they don't work anymore. What a shame. And on the last shelf, I've got some DVDs. I got another plant that's very lively, as well as tarot cards, my Polaroid, and this thing, which is kind of cool, that I got in Hawaii. It's filled with like sand and shells. It's like a little pyramid. Oh, and I think there's a pearl in there. So yeah, that's kind of neat. There's some of my favorite movies, but not all of them. And then at the end of the bed, we have textbooks and like a stack that I need to sell. And like backpacks and gym bags and stuff. Nothing that cool. But yeah, so these are my shelves that me and my dad built. As for the rest of the wall decorations, I have this clock, which is a carved out record. Lots of record stuff in here. It's also got a skyline on it. Oh, I thought it wasn't working, but it is. Down here, we've got my ukulele hanging on its little surfboard rack, which is cute. And then hanging up here, I have the rest of my Polaroids. They're on this mobile that I didn't make, I bought it. But it's kind of cool. It's really easy to switch them. This is usually where I put my favorite ones. So that's neat. And then below it, I have what used to be my old desk chair. And now it's just kind of a chair to chill in because I can't fit a desk in my room anymore because it's a really tiny room. That's why I don't really have any room for doll stuff. The last section of my room is my cabinet. I've got shoes underneath it that aren't very well organized. And like a headset, backpack hanging off of it. And so and a signed record by one of my favorite bands. It was from a couple summers ago. But that was really nice. So I've got the record player. Everybody has one of these, so it's not that interesting. Candles, whoops. Little bottles. This has chalk in it for the chalk wall and like matches for my candles. A jar of film from all my disposable cameras. This is like a calendar that I don't update very often. Oh, it's kind of updated. And then in here, I won't show the whole thing just because it's not that interesting, but I've got records. This is sort of my camera stuff. It's got like my camera bag and tripod. I've got like a Ouija board in there and some more books that don't fit on my shelf and stuff. And like the sunglasses graveyard. So yeah, that's kind of what I keep in the cabinet. And that is the end of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour of my bedroom. Like I said, it's really tiny, so I don't have a lot of room for doll stuff. I actually have to keep most of it in the basement and bring it up when I want to make things, which makes making things a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I should probably be in this room for a couple more years. Maybe I'll have a new home with doll space in the future. Although it's probably unlikely, because who can afford rent these days? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it.